All right, welcome to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining me. And today we're gonna speak about a very special player, Ivan Toney. Now, two reasons why this player is so special to me, especially. He's linked with Arsenal, strong links with Arsenal, and secondly, he's also linked with playing for the Reggae Boyz. And that is big in my perspective. That is really big for me. As a Jamaican, also as an Arsenal supporter, that means a lot. That significantly means a lot to me personally. So what I want to do today is I want to divulge in the players' analysis, his statistics, how he's been playing so far, and maybe a bit about his transfers and what he's been up to since of recent days. But wish you guys just hit the like button, sit in and see if you guys can enjoy the show. So let me go to his player profile, let you guys get a better understanding of the player himself, is what he's about. I'm sure that he's been playing really well in the championship right now, leading goal scorer to be frank. But let me get into his player rating. So this player ratings is from his statistics, basically from SofaScores. Hopefully, guys are well known about SofaScores as well. So he's currently playing for Brentford. His nationality, as stated here, is English, but we all know that he has the heritage, the backline to play to also switch allegiances to Jamaica, in which we are now in the process of trying to get that sorted out. So he was born on the 15th of March 1996. So he recently turned age 25, so that is relatively young. That is in the right age bracket for a striker of its ilk. Also, if we should get a striker in that age bracket, we haven't had striker like that in that age frame. Normally, it tends to be when you're a bit older than that, like the 27, 28, 29, going up to that age bracket. So the Ricardo Fuller, also the Luton Shelton, rest in peace. So now we have seen recently Michael Antonio want to switch allegiance to Jamaica, but that is age bracket that I see really pendering around where we are going for strikers for the Jamaican national team. But for Arsenal, in favor of Arsenal, I think that is also a good age bracket for us to move forward in the transfer market. So let me run a bit more. So his preferred foot is a right foot. His position, as you can see, is central striker. Shirt number 17. His strength, positioning, finishing, and penalty taking. And those are really good attributes for a striker. His weaknesses, ball control and passing. So those two weaknesses are quite significant. If his weakness is ball control, it means that he may lack a bit of technical abilities, but that is something that I'm sure that can work on, definitely. But as a striker, it's not that all important for you to control the ball or even your passing. The most important thing for a striker is to get the ball in the back of the net. As you can see there, his defensive, his attributes, so his attacking attributes is rated at 76. His technical ability is rated at 57. His creative ability is rated at 51. His defensive attributes is rated at 37, whilst his tactical aspect is rated at 58. Now, if you should look across to his SofaScore ratings, big up Ashton, thank you, bro, for joining the chat. Big up, bro. If you look across his Sofa ratings, so far in the championship, his rating is 7.46, and one of the most prolific striker right now in the championship. I think he's actually the leading goal scorer in the championship. So that tells us much. So let me look at his transfer history. No, his player ratings history for the previous games that he has been playing so far. So his last game, his ratings was 7.8, which he played against Stoke City. Then he played against Norwich, which he get a rating of 7.0. Then Blackburn 7.9, Derby County 7.3, and Nottingham Forest 8. So it shows that big up Osen, big up Osen. Ashton, players like Toney, Josh Da Silva show the benefits of playing. Nelson get taking agent take note. I agree. He definitely has to do something about that. Something has to be done about Nelson as well. So look at his heat map, people. I would like you to take a brief look at his heat map and tell me what you get from that. Now look at the intensity from the heat map. Look at the intensity from the heat map in particular. Look at the intensity from the heat map. Let me scroll down a bit more to it. What is happening here? So, as I'm saying, people, it is definitely. All right, so. All right, so I zoomed in and it didn't do me any justice when I zoomed in a minute ago. Big up Lucas Life, big up for coming in the chat, bro. Thank you, much appreciation for dipping in the chat. All right, so people, all right, so let me get back to the original. Yes, as I was saying, look at his heat map. His heat map is telling you that this player is a player that really gives his all when he's playing. The intensity in the entirety of the field shows a lot about the player himself. This is Lucas Life says he would take him. We definitely take him. Yes, I would take him. In this particular area, if you're keen on the cursor, in this particular taken all over the pitch. It is really it's a telling figure that he has played 36 games so far. Started 35. Reliable player. I didn't know. I have no clue what happened. So minutes played per game, 86 minutes played per game, which means that he's finishing all the games that he's played. Team of the week, he has been featured in Team of the Week over 6 times, approximately 8 times. Now let's get into his attacking stats, which is critical and really, really important. Now, he's now sitting on 28 goals, scoring frequency every 111 minutes. He scores a goal. Goals per game 0.8. Yes, that is really, really good. Almost averaging a goal per game. I'm okay with that. Shots per game, 2.5 shots per game. Really, really good shot ratio. Big chances missed. 6 big chances missed, which means that he's getting himself in the right position on the field, and that is really, really important as well. That could be the reason why you have these big shots missed. Now, let me get into his passing stats, which already we have seen that is significantly one of his weaknesses. So let's get into that. So he has 9 assists, and see if that is one of his weaknesses, and he still can come around with 9 assists. It means that he has something to his game. He definitely has something to his game, better than most strikers right now in world football. For example, what I would definitely do, I would like to do a comparison. Maybe I'll do a comparison one day with Ivan Toney and Michael Antonio, and see which of both players are more suitable for the Jamaican national team. Also to see how, in comparison to Lacazette as well, and to see how is in comparison, which one of them would be more suitable to the moving forward system for Mikel Arteta. So let's get into the passing stats. As I said, I already revealed the 9 assists. Touches per game, 33.3 touches per game. That is really low, so which means that he's a low touch player. It doesn't require a lot of touches to be prolific in the game. So I'm okay with that, because you don't need a striker to be coming that deep, to be having this significant amount of touches. That's not important. So guess what? Big chances created significantly. 7 big chances created, which means that he has output. He has output, not only goal scoring output, but he has the ability to create chances for his teammates as well. And that is really, really good. That's really, really good in its aspect. 1.1 key passes per 90. Accurate passes per game, 12.4 accurate passes per game, with a percentage of 67% accurate passes completion per game. Accurate passes in his own half, 3.8. You don't necessarily expect a striker to be so deep in his own half making passes. And if you guys should know that Brentford is one of those dominant teams in Championship, even though they're not at the top. But definitely Norwich, Brentford, Bournemouth, these are the dominant team in the Championship, which means that they will dominate the game. So move on to opposition accurate passes in opposition own half, 8.6 passes per game in opposition own half, completing 62% of those, with a 62% completion, I should have said. Let me run through another comment. Honestly, Lacazette has been a better influence on the team. Unfortunately, Aubameyang is too much money to find an owner. Definitely. Toney would be better for Jamaica for longevity, but I think Antonio could do a job in midfield for Jamaica. Antonio don't have the technical abilities to play in midfield for Jamaica. And to be fair, we have a really, really vast amount of technical midfielders. Don't think that we don't have that. We do have it. Okay, so long balls are 0.4 long balls per 90 with an accuracy of 45%. Accurate chip passes, same 0.4 per 90, accurate with an accuracy of 56%. Accurate crosses 0.1, which significantly means that he's definitely a centre forward sticking to his position, and on a 25% completion. Now, let me get into his defensive stats. Interception per game, and these are really, really nice to see a striker with good defensive stats, which means that when things are not easy, he really gets stuck in and do the job. So he has 0.2 tackles per game, 0.2 interception per game, I should have said, 0.5 tackles per game, position 1, 0.6, dribble pass per game, 0.3. He's a striker. I wouldn't expect anything less. Clearance per game 0.8, and that is really, really good. Early to shot, early to goal, those are nil because he's not that deep in front of his goal, even though he could have cost those things, but it means that he has a level of technical ability to him to really keep the ball in his possession. So let me get into the other stats. Successful dribbles 0.5 per 90 at a 45% completion rate. I expected that to be higher because he's a striker. It means that he's not that technical as would want him to be, but I think that should have been a bit higher. Total duels won. This is what I like, 6.8. It means that he's getting to those battles. He's going for the ball and he's trying his best to win the ball. 49% completion. That is good, almost 50%, which means in every two attempts, he completes one. He completes one. So Ashan said, so where does Jamaica lack up front? No, that is the thing. We're getting Michael Antonio right now. So we don't really lack the goal scoring threat now. We have no scene where we have acquired so many good players linked with Jamaica as well. And Andre Gray as well from Watford. So we don't lack that area. We have so many players. Kemar Roof, so much players coming in, looking forward to coming to the team. So in the midfield area, we have Isaac, Aiden. So we're not short on that particular area. We also have Demar Gray, which is at Bayer Leverkusen, looking to come in as well. So we're not really short in that particular area. Now, let me run through the rest of the stats as well. Ground duels one, as I said, 3.5 at a 51% completion. Aerial duels one, 3.3, completed with a 48% completion. Big up Randy Viper. Big up, bro. Big up. Just had a good pencil sharpening. All right. big up, bro. That is so funny. Possession loss 10.4. He's a striker, so I don't expect him to be like that is expected because quite so often he'll be in the defensive, the attacking third, maybe 3-4 defenders around him. At one point, someone will nick the ball away from him. Fouls 2.1. Was fouled 2.5 times, and those are good, which means that he's getting himself he's becoming a nuisance to defenders, so they're trying their best to get him down. Offside 0.6. That is really, really good. It shows that he's not the type of he's really, really good at timing his run. And that is a lot. Cards, 5 yellow cards, 1 yellow leading to red, and a red card. That may be something that he has to work on. Definitely. So Ivan Toney, 25 years old, and he's 1.79 centimeter tall. Prefers to play with on the right. Prefers to play with his right foot. His jersey number is 17. So let me see a bit of his transfer. I'll run through some of his transfer history. So I won't go that deep. In 2017, he was at Wigan, loaned out to Newcastle, end of loan, then went to Scunthorpe United, then back to Newcastle as well, and then now Newcastle sells him on to Peterborough United for 870k, 887,000 euros, and now Brentford purchased him for 5.6 million euros. So definitely means that he's on a climb. And I'm quite sure Newcastle may be sorry that they sold him, because right now Newcastle want a prolific striker. So I'm going to feature some of his previous games and what he's been doing so far. So right now I'm looking at his previous game. So moving back to as far as the 6th of February, where they played against Middlesbrough, and Ivan Toney scoring 2 goals with a game ratings of 8.6 with the match ball. 2 goals. That is really, really good. 2 goals and 1 assist. That is good. 2 goals and assists in a 4-goal thriller. It means that definitely has to be the man of the match walking away from that game. Then now in the 10th of February, they played against Reading, and he scored 2 goals as well. He scored 1 goal with 2 assists in a 3-goal thrashing, which means that this is showing how elite this player is. Then now moving on to the 14th of February on Valentine's Day. He didn't score any goals, neither an assist, but he still completed the game with a 6.9 player rated. Moving on to the next game now, where they face Queen's Park Rangers at the 17th. These games are coming in really quick and sharp. Like every 3 days, there's a game. Queen's Park Rangers, where he scored 1 goal. He also received a yellow card, 2 consecutive yellow cards from the previous games. And I think that maybe that's something that he can work on. Completing the game with a 7.2 player ratings. Bramford dead now. Moving on to the next game. Sheffield Wednesday, where they won 3 goals to nil. He didn't score, but completed the game with a 6.5 SOFA score rating. Now, let me get into a few more details in other relative cup competition that he has played in so far. So let me check to see if there's any more, like maybe in the FA Cup or something of that sort. So there's none. So guys, all right, so that is it for Ivan Toney. Hopefully you guys get a better understanding. This is what he has to offer. Oh, my bad. His stats are up for the FA Cup, the EFL Cup this season so far. So let's run through that as well. So this is the season map for the EFL Cup. He has played a total of 4 games, started 2 of them. Minutes played, 56 minutes played. Big up Mr. Kumar. Big up for joining the chat. Attacking stats, he hasn't scored any goal. So definitely this is not really significant to him, but he made appearances, so he should have done at least something of that sort. So we're okay with that. I think this is something that we really would have to sit with. But Ivan Toney, quality player, I think he's one for the future for Arsenal. Also, better yet for Jamaica. We have to get this deal sorted out. I'm hoping that the JFF start this one out. Guys, I won't be long, guys. This is mostly about Ivan Toney, trying to dissect Ivan Toney. I'll be doing a watch along for the Everton versus Manchester City game, so hopefully you guys can join that. I'll be starting the stream a bit soon in the next half an hour or so. Next 30 minutes, I'll be starting that stream. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. I'm Ashan said Military. If Arsenal win Europa League, does the 4th place team miss out on Champions League? No, they don't. Only thing would happen is that I think like the 7th place. I'm not sure. No, the 4th place he wouldn't miss out. I think 5th place, the Champions League, it doesn't matter who win the Europa League. It's an automatic. It's automatic to go into the Champions League. Guys, please join the next stream. I'll be starting next stream quite soon. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Ivan Toney his statistics, his analysis, and what he's going to bring to the Reggae Boyz. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that one. So this has been a Military Guna TV. Thank you. And guess what? Big up. I am out.